Hello everyone. I'm really happy you're here today. I hope you're feeling comfortable. Maybe you're having a cup of tea, maybe you're relaxing after work or school, or perhaps you're getting ready for your day, wherever you are. Welcome. Today, I just want to have a nice, relaxed conversation with you. Imagine we're sitting together in a little cafe. We're chatting about fashion, about clothes, about shopping. And while we're talking, you're learning new English words without even noticing. I think that's one of the nicest ways to learn a language. Not by memorizing long lists of vocabulary, but by hearing words in real conversations. So, let's begin with a simple question. Have you ever opened your wardrobe, looked at all your clothes and said, I have absolutely nothing to wear? Come on, be honest, because I know I have many times. And every time I say it, I have to laugh, because when I look again, my wardrobe isn't empty at all. In fact, it's quite full. There are jumpers, t-shirts, jeans, jackets, hoodies, dresses, coats, everything is there. So why do I still feel like I have nothing to wear? I think it's because sometimes we aren't really looking for new clothes. We're looking for a different feeling. Some mornings I want to feel confident. Other mornings I just want to feel comfortable. Sometimes I want to look smart. Sometimes I want to wear the biggest, softest hoodie I own and stay cozy all day. What about you? Do you choose your clothes based on your mood? Or do you already know exactly what you're going to wear before you even open your wardrobe? I'd love to know. Word 1, wardrobe. Wardrobe means all the clothes you own. It can also mean the piece of furniture where you keep your clothes. Let's look at 2 examples. Example 1, I'm organizing my wardrobe this weekend. Maybe your clothes are everywhere. Some are hanging up, some are on the chair, some are on the bed. So you decide to organize everything. You can say, I'm organizing my wardrobe this weekend. Example 2. My wardrobe is full of winter clothes. Imagine you have lots of coats, warm jumpers, scarves, and gloves. You could say, my wardrobe is full of winter clothes. That's a very natural sentence. Now, here's a little challenge for you. Can you make your own sentence with the word wardrobe? Pause the video if you'd like. Think of one sentence. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just try. Remember, the more you practice speaking, the more confident you'll become. Now let's carry on. Sometimes I open my wardrobe, pick up a jumper, look at it, then put it back. Then I pick up another one. No, not today. Then another. Still no. Then I try on a pair of jeans. I look in the mirror. I'm not sure. So I change them. 5 minutes later, my bed is covered in clothes. Does that happen to you too? Please tell me I'm not the only one. Sometimes choosing clothes is much harder than actually getting dressed. And the funny thing is, after trying lots of different clothes, I often end up wearing the very first outfit I chose. Have you ever done that? I think most of us have. Which brings us to our next word. 2. Outfit. An outfit is all the clothes you're wearing together, not just one piece of clothing, everything together. Your top, your trousers, your shoes, your jacket, together. That's your outfit. Let's look at 2 examples. Example 1. I really like your outfit today. Maybe your friend is wearing a lovely jumper, a nice pair of jeans and smart boots. You can say, I really like your outfit today. Example 2. She wore a beautiful outfit to the wedding. Notice, we're talking about everything she wore, not just the dress, the whole outfit. Now, I'd like you to think about your favorite outfit. What are you wearing? Is it casual? Is it colorful? Is it simple? For me, my favorite outfit is usually very simple. a comfortable jumper, a nice pair of jeans, clean white trainers. That's it. Nothing fancy. I used to think fashion was about wearing expensive clothes. But now, I don't believe that anymore. I think fashion is much more personal than that. Fashion is about wearing clothes that make you feel good, not your friends, not people on social media. Because if you don't feel comfortable, it doesn't matter how fashionable your clothes are. You're probably not going to enjoy wearing them. That's something I've learned over the years. And honestly, I wish I'd learned it sooner. When I was younger, I sometimes bought clothes simply because everyone else was wearing them. I thought if everyone has this jumper, maybe I need one too. Then I'd wear it once, maybe twice, and it would stay in my wardrobe for months. Looking back, that wasn't a very good idea. Now, before I buy anything, I ask myself one simple question. Can I imagine myself wearing this again and again? If the answer is yes, then it's probably a good choice. If the answer is no, I usually leave it in the shop. And do you know what? That small habit has saved me a lot of money, and it's made getting dressed every morning much easier. Because now, most of my clothes match each other, and that makes choosing an outfit much less stressful. Word 3, approach. Approach means the way you do something. It's your method. It's how you decide to deal with a situation. Let's look at 2 examples. Example 1. My approach to shopping has changed a lot. Maybe before you bought everything you liked. Now you only buy clothes you really need. Your approach has changed. Example 2. Everyone has a different approach to fashion. Some people love following trends. Other people don't care about trends at all. Neither one is wrong. They're just different approaches. Now let me tell you about my approach. Before I buy anything, I ask myself 4 questions. Number 1, do I actually need it? Number 2, will I wear it often? Number 3, does it match my other clothes? And number 4, is it comfortable? If I answer yes to all 4 questions, then I might buy it. If not, I usually leave it. Honestly, this simple approach has helped me so much. I buy fewer clothes now, but I wear them much more often. And I think that's much better. Now, changing my approach also changed something else. It changed the way I think. And that's our next word. Word 4, mentality. Mentality means your way of thinking. It's your mindset. It's how you see something. Example 1. She has a positive mentality. Even when things are difficult, she tries to stay positive. That's her mentality. Example 2. I've changed my mentality about shopping. Maybe before you believed more clothes make me happier. Now you believe buying better quality clothes is more important. Your mentality has changed. Years ago, my mentality was very simple. If I saw something nice, I wanted it. I didn't stop to think. I didn't ask myself whether it matched anything else. I didn't think about quality. I only thought, that looks nice. Can you guess what happened? I ended up with lots of clothes, but very few outfits. Everything looked nice on its own, but nothing really matched. So every morning, I still felt like I had nothing to wear. Isn't that funny? A wardrobe full of clothes, but nothing felt right. Now my mentality is completely different. Instead of asking, do I like this? I ask, will future me be happy I bought this? I think that's a much better question, because excitement lasts a few minutes, but a good jumper, you might wear for years. Now, I have another question for you. When you go shopping, do you buy clothes because they're fashionable or because they suit you? There's a big difference. Fashion changes all the time. Every year, something new becomes popular. Then a few months later, something else becomes popular. If you try to follow every trend, you'll probably spend a lot of money. Personally, I don't think that's necessary. I think it's much more important to discover your own style, the clothes that make you feel confident, the colors that make you happy, the outfits that feel like you, because that's what personal style really is. It's personal. And that's one reason I enjoy fashion so much. There isn't just one right answer. We all like different things. Some people love colourful clothes, others prefer black and white. Some people love dresses, others live in jeans and jumpers. Some people enjoy wearing elegant outfits every day, others just want to wear a comfy hoodie. And honestly, that's perfectly fine. Fashion would be very boring if everyone dressed exactly the same. So don't worry too much about what everyone else is wearing. Wear what makes you smile, what makes you comfortable, and wear what makes you feel like yourself. Because I think that's the best kind of fashion. Sometimes we aren't even going anywhere special. Maybe we're just going to work or university or meeting a friend for lunch. Nothing exciting. But we still want to feel good in what we're wearing. Because clothes can change how we feel. Have you noticed that? When I'm wearing clothes that I really like, I feel more confident. I smile more, I feel relaxed. But when I'm wearing something that doesn't feel right, I keep thinking about it all day. Maybe the jumper feels too warm, maybe the jeans are uncomfortable, maybe the sleeves are too long. It stays in my mind. That's why I always tell myself, comfort comes first. Now let's learn another useful word. Word 3. Aesthetic. You've probably heard this word many times. People say, that's my aesthetic, or I love her aesthetic. But what does it actually mean? Aesthetic means the style or look that you like. It's the overall feeling or vibe of your clothes, your room, or even your social media. Let's look at 2 examples. Example 1. My aesthetic is simple and minimal. Maybe you like white, beige, black and grey. You don't like clothes with lots of patterns. You enjoy clean, simple outfits. That's your aesthetic. Example 2. She loves a cozy autumn aesthetic. Imagine soft brown jumpers, warm scarves, a hot cup of tea, fallen leaves and boots. All of those things create a cozy autumn aesthetic. Now, I'd love you to think about your own style. If someone asked, what's your aesthetic? What would you say? Maybe sporty, elegant, cute, vintage, minimal, casual. There isn't a right answer. Your aesthetic is simply what you enjoy. And the lovely thing is, it can change. Maybe last year you loved colourful clothes. This year, perhaps you prefer neutral colours. That's completely normal. Our style changes as we grow. Mine certainly has. Now let me ask you another question. When you go shopping, do you make a list? Or do you just walk into a shop and hope you'll find something? Because I used to do the second one. I'd walk around looking at everything. I'd think, oh, that's nice. Then, oh, I like that too. Before I knew it, I wanted to buy half the shop. Has that ever happened to you? Sometimes I think clothing shops are dangerous. Everything looks lovely. Everything feels exciting. And suddenly you forget why you went there in the first place. Now, things are very different. Nowadays, I always have a little plan, and that's because I changed something very important. I changed my way of thinking. I want to ask you something. When you buy clothes, what's most important to you? Is it the color, the price, the comfort, the quality, or maybe the brand? For me, comfort is always at the top of the list. If something isn't comfortable, I probably won't wear it. I don't care if everyone else says it's fashionable. I don't care if it's popular online. If I don't feel comfortable, it stays in the wardrobe. Life is too short to spend the whole day adjusting uncomfortable clothes. Wouldn't you agree? Now let's learn one more useful word before we finish. Word 4. Comfy is an informal word that means comfortable. Native English speakers use it all the time. You'll hear it in everyday conversations. Let's look at 2 examples. Example 1, this hoodie is so comfy. Imagine you put on your favorite hoodie. It's soft, it's warm, you never want to take it off. You could say, this hoodie is so comfy. Example 2, I love wearing comfy clothes when I'm at home. Maybe after a long day, you change into your joggers and a big jumper. You don't want to wear anything tight, you just want to relax. That's a perfect time to use the word comfy. Now I have another question for you. What's the comfiest piece of clothing you own? Is it a hoodie, a jumper, a pair of joggers, or maybe an oversized t-shirt? For me, it's definitely my favorite hoodie. It's quite old now. I've had it for years. It's not the most fashionable hoodie in the world. In fact, it's probably a little faded. But do you know what? I still love it. Sometimes the oldest clothes become our favorites, not because they look perfect, but because they make us feel comfortable. And I think that's something we often forget. Fashion isn't only about looking good, it's also about feeling good. Because when you feel comfortable, you usually feel more confident, and confidence is something you can never buy in a shop. Now let's learn another useful word. Word 5, selective. Selective means careful about what you choose. You don't choose something quickly, you think before you decide. Let's look at 2 examples. Example 1, I'm very selective when I buy clothes. This means I don't buy the first thing I see. I compare different clothes. I think about the quality. I think about the color. Then I decide. Example 2, she's selective about the shoes she wears. Maybe she only likes certain styles. Maybe she wants shoes that are comfortable and will last a long time. So she's selective. Now here's a question for you. Are you selective, or do you make decisions very quickly? I think I've become much more selective over the years, not because I don't enjoy shopping, but because I don't enjoy wasting money. If I buy something, I want to wear it again and again and again. I don't want it sitting in my wardrobe with the price tag still on it. That feels like such a waste. Now, sometimes people use another word, picky. It's similar to selective, but not exactly the same. Word 6, picky. Picky means difficult to satisfy. It means you have very high standards. Let's look at 2 examples. Example 1, I'm very picky about jeans. Maybe one pair is too tight, another pair is too long, another pair feels uncomfortable. You keep looking until you find the perfect one. You're picky. Example 2, he's picky about the food he eats. Maybe he doesn't like many foods. He only eats certain things. Again, he's picky. Now, I have to admit something. I'm definitely picky about jeans. Finding a good pair of jeans isn't easy, at least not for me. Sometimes they fit perfectly around my waist, but they're too long. Sometimes they're the right length, but they're too tight. Sometimes the color isn't right. Sometimes the fabric doesn't feel nice, so I keep looking. Now let's imagine something together. You finally found a pair of jeans you like. You try them on, you look in the mirror, the color is lovely, the length is perfect, but they're so tight you can hardly move. Would you buy them? I wouldn't, because I want to feel comfortable, not uncomfortable. And that brings us to another useful word. Word 7, overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means feeling that something is too much, too many choices, too much information, too many things happening at once. Let's look at 2 examples. Example 1. I felt overwhelmed by all the clothes in the shop. Imagine walking into a huge department store. There are hundreds of jackets, hundreds of jumpers, hundreds of shoes. You don't know where to begin. You feel overwhelmed. Example 2. She felt overwhelmed with all her work. Maybe she has 10 things to do today. She doesn't know which one to start first. Again, she feels overwhelmed. I think shopping can sometimes feel exactly like that, especially during big sales. There are signs everywhere, 50% off, buy one, get one free, last chance. Everyone is walking around with bags. Music is playing. People are talking. There's so much happening. Honestly, sometimes I just want to leave. Has that ever happened to you? I think that's another reason I prefer shopping with a plan. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you learned some new vocabulary, and I hope you feel a little more confident using these words in your own English conversations.